Welcome to Ask Ms. ERP. The topic of this video is your company ready for cloud? Hello everyone, Ms. ERP here. In the last few videos, I have been talking a lot about cloud. Before I move on to more generic complex application topics, I have one last cloud question that I would like to cover, which is how can you tell if your company is ready for cloud? For non-business facing cloud like platform or infrastructure, it is unlikely that your end users will even notice the change to cloud. Well, let's hope not anyway. If they do notice something, let's hope it's an improvement in performance or availability that they notice, not a reduction in service. In theory, this type of move to cloud can be performed mostly by IT, who can usually manage the mechanics of switching resources from actually doing infrastructure activities to monitoring your cloud providers who are now performing those tasks. For software as a service or SaaS applications, there is likely a company culture change required. Will your business areas be willing to change their processes to align with what the system provides? I would bet that your business leaders will say yes to this question without hesitation. But as we all know, the devil is in the details. You cannot always meet specific requirements with just configuration settings.
Gotcha!
Will your business be willing to accept no modifications? They will say they are ready, but are they really? You should be aware of how much you have modified your current applications to get an indication of what is an acceptable or expected practice for your company. If you can estimate costs for developing or maintaining those mods, even better. Even if you have highly modified in the past, with good communication and some strict governance, you can likely convince your business to reconsider any future modification, but this may not be an easy road. Any culture change will be much more successful with leadership endorsement. Ideally, your CEO will be your active champion to convince the company that the savings are worth it to accept SaaS system-provided processes as they are. A method that works well is to have a very senior person to be the final approver for any extensions, customizations, or modifications. This person does not have to be a technical expert, but in theory, just the threat of having to present a suggested mod to them is a good deterrent and really makes people question whether they really need that mod. That person should be one willing to question everything with long-term cost savings in mind. So the more senior and the more scary the person, the better. Please also recognize that you will need different skills with cloud. My opinion is that software as a service cloud is not necessarily a cheaper solution than the equivalent on-premise system. Skills that you no longer need, such as DBAs, will have to be replaced by cloud management skills, with more of a focus on cloud provisioning and governance. I will have more to say on governance, cloud or otherwise, in a future video. Essentially, the move to cloud necessitates a change in attitude towards the level of system control a company is comfortable with. Some organizations are just not ready to lose control, which in some cases we might be thankful for. For example, your tax or health information, dependent, of course, on the quality of service from your cloud provider. To quote a friend of mine, moving to the cloud is similar to adopting a new religion. You have to be ready to let go. Please do ask the hard questions of your company before you make any decision. This concludes the Is Your Company Ready for Cloud topic. I have a number of ideas for topics for Ask Ms. ERP, but I'm also hoping that you will pose questions that perhaps I can help answer. There is a link on askmserp.com to email me to ask questions or suggest topics for future videos. Thanks, and see you on the next video.